Welcome to Staples Center in Los Angeles. It's a Christmas Day special here on ESPN as we get set for a Pacific Division matchup between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, as this game gets underway, Jeff, anybody that stands out in your mind that they need to focus on against the Clippers tonight?
Mike, I've heard all about Lob City. It isn't about Lob City. It's about Point Guard City. When Chris Paul came to the Clippers, he turned them from a entertaining team into a big-time championship-level team. Why? Because he can probe the defense, he knows when to pass and when to shoot. This guy is an intense competitor that's the envy of every other team in this league.
And he misses that one free throw. Just a couple of years ago, Roy Hibbert was considered one of the best centers in the game. Can he get back there, Jeff, with the Lakers now?
It depends on a couple things, Mike. His attitude towards the change and his mental toughness. There is no reason Roy Hibbert can't be poised for a great comeback, and it starts defensively for him, locking down the lane.
Russell against Paul. Hibbert's trying for position in the paint. Gets inside. Has to force it up. 3 left on the clock. Won't go. The two-pointer.
We're seeing some outstanding defensive work, forcing the offensive team into late shot clock shots, which are very low percentage.
Here's the screen. Gets past the defense. Nice. Griffin fires away for 2, and a nice finish at the basket.
You need guys who can make shots under duress and pressure. That was a well-defended possession, but that man stuck it even against the best defense.
Knocks it down for 2.
The assist from number 24, Kobe Bryant.
Shoots for 3, and Chris Paul with the jumper puts it in. He's averaging 17 points per game this season.
Sweet stroke, sweet result. 3 points.
Bryant fires, and Kobe Bryant with the bucket.
4-2.
Here's the pick. Griffin for 2, puts it up, and Blake Griffin with a nice play. Russell against Paul. To the basket, flips it up, and Kobe Bryant with a 2-pointer.
2 points.
At the buzzer. So the first quarter comes to an end. Los Angeles down by 3. More basketball here on Christmas Day on ESPN after the break. After that first quarter, hard to imagine both teams can continue shooting at this pace, Jeff.
Well, if they get these type of shots, they will continue to shoot well. Mike, these are the best players in the world for a reason. If they're open, they're going to knock it in. It's up to the defense to establish a better level of intensity and contesting shots.
Dunks it hard.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Gets the wide open look for 3. Hibbert the rebound. He's averaging 6 boards per game this season. Here's the Euro step. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a 2. And Kobe Bryant with 6 points.
2 minutes remaining in the
Ball
second.
into the front court. Griffin for 2. It's good. Pretty feed.
The assist from number 6, DeAndre Jordan.
Going to be a fascinating season for the LA Lakers, Jeff. It all really starts with the health of Kobe Bryant. What can you do? But there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle this year.
Yeah, I hope Bryant can get back, sustain his health, and play really well. And yet, Mike, there's no way for this team to really avoid the lottery. You talk about the Western Conference, that level of competition, and I just hope that Kobe Bryant can go out with a great, great year that he can be proud of.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Hibbert's looking for position in the paint. Hibbert fires away. Nice touch at the basket.
The assist from number 30, Julius Randle.
Ball into the front court. Puts it up. And J.J. Redick with a nice shot for 2.
This isn't like the YMCA layup line. This is like real life. As you go in to try to finish, defense is coming over. This is spontaneous. The ability to adjust, contort, and still finish is a special, special gift.
Shoots it for 2. Nice finish around the rim.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense won out that time.
And the rebound grabbed by Bryant. Final seconds. That's it for the first half. LA's down by 1. Coming up, Jalen Rose awaits with your halftime report.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Clippers have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Lakers aren't down by too much at the half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display.
Game track. Field goal percentage.
It doesn't seem fair to nitpick either team's first half performance, particularly when you consider how well each team shot the ball. In a variety of ways, these guys are battling back and forth offensively. It's made for an interesting game.
Player of the half.
Blake Griffin earned the award for the way he scored the basketball in that opening half. And we conclude this segment with the shot chart. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us.
Los Angeles for the second half, which is just about underway. Along with Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand. Los Angeles is in another nip and tuck game. Jeff, they're trailing, but they did a lot of good things in that first half.
A lot of positives, Mike. A lot of good things happened there in the first half. They've got to continue working at the game, continue building their habits, and you've just got to trust that if you do the right things on the floor, good results will follow.
Couple of talented young players. Julius Randle, who missed all of last year with an injury. D'Angelo Russell, the rookie from Ohio State. At least Laker fans have some real nice talent to look forward to down the road.
Yeah, Randle seemingly back, healthy, sound. We'll see what this left-hander can do. And then D'Angelo Russell, the maestro. He's got good size, good vision, very good passing skills. And it's a hard position, Mike, to learn on the fly. But Russell is a capable player.
Hibbert. Oh, beautiful pass. 4-2. Los Angeles is leading Los Angeles by a score of 18-17. Griffin for two. Hits the shot. Blake Griffin 6 for 10 from the field. Russell brings it across. Puts it down.
2 points. The assist from number 17, Roy Hibbert.
Hall against Russell. Stevenson's trying to get down low. Paul the jumper. It's good. Three-pointer. Chris Paul with 6 points and 1 assist.
I love back and forth games, tight games, because what you see, Mike, is who has the poise and the precision to execute under the duress of the tight, hotly contested matchups.
Adjusting on the shot. Flips it up. Won't go.
Getting the ball to the rim is so important to winning basketball. Great offense, great look. Just couldn't knock it in.
Looking to curl in. Oh, that's a 24-second violation. Fires away from downtown. Chris Paul with a perfect delivery. He's averaging 9 assists per game this season. Third quarter comes to an end. Fourth quarter coming up. The Lakers down by 5. More basketball here on Christmas Day on ESPN after the break. As we head to the fourth quarter, the question is, can anyone here make a stop?
Well, it's going to come down to that, Mike. Both teams in this up and down free-flowing game, the first team to get consecutive stops will have a chance to gain separation.
To the reverse, gets it to go. 3-point game.
4-2.
Paul for 2, lets it go, knocks it down, and Chris Paul with 8 points. Hibbert's looking to do damage in the paint. Bryant fires, he's forced to shoot. That's good, a 2-pointer.
Hey, you can only control what you can control. The defense there was great. It was just a better shot.
And he throws it down.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up to finish with the hammer.
Hibbert's looking to set up in the paint. Wide open for three. It's good. 2-point game.
The assist from number 6, Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan on the drive. Griffin against Randall. Screen set nicely. Paul off the mark from downtown. Beyond the arc. No good from downtown. Three-pointer. Gets it to go. Terrific shot from Chris Paul. Whistle blows. Timeout here late in the fourth.
The strategy is simple right now. You come out of the timeout, you execute, you get a score. And then you have to trust your defense. No unnecessary fouls. Just get another stop. And then go out in transition. Get out on the break.
From way downtown. Puts it in. Sweet play from D'Angelo Russell. Whistle blows. That's a foul, and they call it intentional.
6, Jordan Clarkson. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
And there's the foul. They had to stop that clock.
Is it easy to make both in this situation? No. But is it critical? Yes. It's his job up to a few seconds ago. Make both of these free throws to make it a two-possession game.
Two for two at the line. A little breathing room. Now a 4-point advantage. And Byron Scott calls time as we wind down here in the fourth quarter.
For your chance to win.
Nobody near him from long range. And this one comes to an end. The final score is 34-30. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying thanks for joining us and good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers emerged victorious after a tight finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Lakers are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
Chris Paul was a unanimous selection after today's performance. And here we have a look at his stat line. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thank you.